What's going on, gentlemen? So a few weeks ago, I made a video where I asked you guys to fill out a short questionnaire for me. If you did, thank you very much. Part of that was to let me know about some of the struggles that you face in your life. And honestly, I was overwhelmed with the response that I got, and it really allowed me to get a great feel for some of the videos that you want me to make going forward. It was very eye-opening, to say the least, and a lot of you guys mentioned friendships, right? Like making lasting friendships, making friends over 40, finding friends that won't judge you, and how to make new and healthy connections with people, and also how to form new relationships outside of work. It's crazy though, because this topic hits pretty close to home for me, because quite honestly, and I've said this in some other videos, but I really don't have a huge social circle, right? Especially right now with all the lockdowns and the fact that I work really long hours. The crazy part though is I'm a pretty social person, and all of this forced isolation has really been difficult to deal with. So, in an effort to help you and also help myself, I came up with a ton of different ways that you can not only be more social, but also make some new friends. I've got a lot to cover in this video, so I do hope you'll stick around to the end. Okay, welcome back to my channel, and as always, I'm glad that you're here. Just really quick though, for some context, if you don't know who I am, I'm John, and I'm the founder of 40 Over Fashion. I've been creating content that's been helping men look better, feel better, and have more confidence since 2014. And on this channel, we talk about all things men's lifestyle geared specifically for grown-ups. So if that's something you can get on board with, please consider subscribing. The very first thing I want to say is that millions of people are out there looking for the same exact thing you're looking for. So don't let the fact that you're 40 or 50 or any other sort of stigma that you think is attached to your age, don't let that stop you. Because I can tell you right now, you're not alone. Human beings are social by nature, and most all of us crave some type of social interaction, especially with people who share similar interests. So for starters, go check out meetup.com and find some groups with similar interests to yours. Are you into music or photography or wine? There's tons of groups on Meetup that you can be a part of with no strings attached. Maybe you've got a specific dog breed like a Great Dane. Go find a Great Dane Owners Club and join it and start being active. Because they probably have weekly dog walks or monthly dog park meetups where you can go meet other Dane owners and talk about your dogs. If you're into photography, for example, you can join a photo club and go do some photo walks in your own town. I did that many years ago with a group in Seattle, and the possibilities are endless. Try reconnecting with old friends. Now, I know in my case, there's a lot of guys that I just kind of lost track of, but I mean, honestly, it would only take a quick phone call or a text just to reach back out and try to reconnect. It's too easy to lean on the excuse of being too busy with work as the reason why you guys lost touch. You were friends once before, right? So there's no reason why you can't reconnect and share what's been going on in your lives over the past couple years. Okay, next is a big one, and it's not being afraid to engage strangers. Say hi to strangers, compliment strangers, and be open to new people. Don't be closed off and don't walk around with your head down looking all grumpy. Look at people, smile, say hello. I've got absolutely no problem engaging with random strangers at like the grocery store or in line somewhere like at the mall. So for example, and this is actually pretty funny, just the other day I was in line at the grocery store getting some vitamins. There was one guy working the bagging and there was another guy handling the register. And as I was getting closer, I heard the one guy working the register say something to the other guy about trying to be employee of the month. So when I finally got up to the front and was being rang up, the guy doing the bagging asked the guy at the register, "So what do you get for employee of the month around here?" The guy at the register paused for just a second. So of course, I had to open my big mouth and say, "What are you asking him for? He's never been employee of the month." It was actually very hilarious, and they both started cracking up, as well as about like 7 or 8 other people that were around that heard me say that. And of course, I told them I was just messing around. But my point is, don't be afraid to engage strangers and break the ice. Okay, I've got a lot more to go in this video, but just circling back for a minute on being open to new people and not looking closed off, right? So when you're out in public, just make a small effort in your appearance. It's easy, of course, to go from just sitting on the couch in your sweatpants to running off to the grocery store really fast. But honestly, how hard is it to throw on a nice pair of jeans, a nice pair of boots, and a jacket before you head out the door? When you look presentable, you're more approachable. And the simple fact is this: humans are attracted to what pleases their eye. So when you dress in a way that looks nice to other people, you're attracting them to you. Now, I'm not saying that you need to wear a suit and tie everywhere because honestly, that's not very realistic and it's probably way too much. All I'm saying is just to make an effort before walking out the door. Another part of looking more presentable is making sure you've got a good skincare regimen so your face is always looking healthy and refreshed. So listen, the simple fact is this: the older we get, the more wrinkles we're going to have. But the sooner you start doing something to help the skin on your face, the better off you'll be and the better your face will look. That's where today's video sponsor, Tiege Hanley, comes in. And I've talked about Tiege Hanley in a bunch of other videos because it's what I've been using on an almost daily basis for the last 4 years. Tiege Hanley has everything you need and it's very simple to use. With all of their products, you're getting high quality, natural ingredients with antioxidants to help counteract wrinkles and also enhance collagen replacement to help firm up your skin. The Daily Face Moisturizer also has SPF 20. So if you're currently not doing anything for sun protection on your face, this is a great way to start doing it. They've got a few different kits that you can choose from. And personally, I've been using the level 3 system for about the last couple years. But if you start with level 1 like I did, it gives you all the basics: a face wash, exfoliating scrub, and also morning and nighttime moisturizers. Listen, I'm doing everything I can to help fight off wrinkles and look the best I can for as long as I can. And there's not a damn thing wrong with that. So if you're anything like me, or if you're currently not doing anything right now to help protect and improve the skin on your face, do something about it now. Tiege Hanley is giving you a great offer. You just have to click that special link right down below in the description and go take a look. You've got to give this a try because, like I said, I've been spending my own money on this for the last 4 years and I believe it's worth your time. Okay, next is try connecting with people you normally wouldn't, like people younger than you. Now, truth be told, most of my social circle is full of people younger than I am. I tell you what, man, it's a great way to stay informed of what's relevant right now and a great way to stay in touch with what's current and what younger people are like today. I get a whole lot of energy from hanging out with younger people, and honestly, it's a win-win for both of us. I've had some pretty crazy times with some of my younger friends, and I can tell you right now, young people today are a lot different than we were, or at least than I was back then. If I've said this once, I've said it 1,000 times. Say yes to new opportunities. If somebody invites you somewhere, just go. Don't make excuses why you can't. Don't feel like you'll be an inconvenience, and don't be afraid of trying new things and stepping outside your comfort zone from time to time. And I'm sure I'm not the first one to tell you that the best parts of life happen outside your comfort zone. And on the flip side of this, if you know somebody is going somewhere or doing something, ask them if you can tag along. Because chances are they'll say, "Absolutely, I wanted to ask you, but I didn't think you'd be interested." You never know who you might meet or what amazing things might happen to you that day. Another one on my list is to reach out to friends of friends that you've met before, right? So if you've been at a dinner party or a function and had nice conversations with some people that are friends of your friends, there's no reason why you can't reach out to those people and invite them out for drinks or maybe over for game night or something. The best part is they're not strangers. You've met them before and you have social proof and validation because the people you're friends with, they're friends with as well, so you automatically have something in common with them. And if you're alone, once things start opening back up again, go out to a restaurant and just sit at the bar. Grab some appetizers and chat up the server. Grab a beer and watch the game or something. Because most people who sit at the bar want to talk to people, right? Especially if they're by themselves. But it doesn't have to be anything cheesy, right? But just have general, casual conversations about current events, travel, or even sports, because you never know what you might have in common with that person. And speaking of travel, if you're by yourself, travel by yourself. But it doesn't have to be anywhere fancy or super far away. You can just jump in your car and drive 3 or 4 hours to somewhere that you've never been and stay at a nice Airbnb for a couple nights. Go exploring that town. Check out the local art scene and restaurants. And if it's a tourist town, chances are most everybody there is from somewhere else. So once again, you automatically have something in common with all the people around you because you all came to the same place from somewhere else, right? Tell people you're just staying there for a couple days and like you've never been there before, and then ask for some of the things that you need to see while you're in town. Next is join a dinner club or start one for yourself. So you've probably heard me talk about this before in other videos, but before COVID happened, I wanted to host this big white party, right? And I'm hoping that I'm still able to do that at some point, but being the host of an event is a great way to make new friends because everybody wants to talk to you and thank you for hosting such a great event. Friends can bring other friends and you'll be introduced to a lot of new people that you have something in common with. So if things are starting to open back up where you live, start maybe taking some tours. Take a tour of a local distillery or a manufacturing plant or a winery or a museum. Most of the time that will be free of charge, and the people that will be in your group all have this similar interest. You've got to take some initiative for yourself and get outside. Start taking regular walks around your neighborhood and you'll start meeting a bunch of the neighbors. Maybe somebody's got a classic car in the garage and you can strike up a conversation about that. If you're a golfer, join the men's club at a local golf course and start playing those weekly tournaments. And then you get to meet all the members. There's a lot of socializing that happens after the round. Gentlemen, it's easy to feel sad and lonely, especially if you're by yourself. But you know as well as I do, my friend, that you cannot let that sink in and take over your life. You're in control of your life. You're in control of your ability to take care of yourself and be open to other people. And if you like this video and you want me to keep making videos similar to this, or even if you didn't like it, please hit the thumbs up or that thumbs down button just to let me know. And if you're a subscriber, that means I'll see you in just a few days for another brand new video. But until then, my friends, live well, stay healthy, and I do hope to see you again very soon.